APA 7th edition. Thank you and have a great day.
All right, so thank you for your attention to that. And I think what some of the challenges, right? I think sometimes folks think that a graduate level program is just like year 5 of your undergrad, and that's not the case. So I hope you gleaned from that video that there are higher expectations for graduate level students, and that thanks, Richard. That gives you sort of an idea of the levels of mastery that will be expected. All right, let me shoot back to my PowerPoint here. Bear with me one sec. Okay. All right, one other thing I want to talk to you about, a trend that I saw in some of your work, is the dreaded logical fallacy. Put your response in the chat. How many of you have heard of this term, logical fallacy? Anyone? All right, great. Well, for those of you who haven't, so a logical fallacy is a common error in reasoning that's going to undermine the logic of your argument. They can either be illegitimate arguments, and sometimes they're pretty easy to spot because they lack evidence that supports their claim. And some of the common ones are referred to as slippery slope, a hasty generalization, and my favorite, post hoc ergo propter hoc, begging the claim, ad hominem, ad populum, red herring, straw man. You could see more at the Purdue OWL online writing lab resource there. And if you haven't ever checked out the OWL, I would encourage you to do it. It is a fabulous resource. So here are some examples. Even though it's the first day, I can tell that this is going to be a boring class. Hasty generalization. I drank water, bottled water, and now I'm sick, so the water must have made me sick. It's a propter hoc ergo, or post hoc ergo propter hoc. If you were a true American, you would support the rights of people to choose whatever they want. That's an ad populum or bandwagon appeal. The ones that I see the most in student writing is the hasty generalization. And I will point them out to you. I will say this is a logical fallacy. Where's your data to support what you're claiming? And especially, logical fallacies transcend all disciplines. But when in the law, I can't, go into a courtroom and make an argument to the judge and say, well, judge, if you do this, that means this. I have to say, Your Honor, pursuant to Connecticut General Statutes 4-104, I have to give the law to support what I am arguing. And same thing, use the data, use your sources to support your arguments. You don't want a logical fallacy to undermine your logic and your content. All right.